Ever wondered how the biggest machines on Earth take on the toughest jobs? Powering mega trucks, ground-shaking haulers, and loads heavier than a jet plane, facing brutal terrain and split-second decisions. And trust me, what's coming next? You'll want to see this. Look at that beast. 400 feet of steel getting ready to belly flop into the water like it just got dared. Hope the fish are insured. You know it's serious when they have to haul this beast with a beast. That's the D11, basically the Jim Bro of bulldozers. Icon of the Seas weighs over 550 million pounds. That's like 50.000 elephants. And it still glides smoother than your uncle's fishing boat by a mile. You know your job's serious when you're towing 1.8 million pounds and people still say, "That's a truck?" This isn't transport, it's Strongman Olympus. This big ol' wooden house? Yeah, it's coming down. All 2.500 square feet of creaky chalk. Hope the neighbors brought popcorn. That's not a spaceship, it's an autoclave. Big enough to cook a Thanksgiving turkey the size of a car. That bucket's big enough to scoop your bathtub, rubber ducky and all. The Komatsu PC3000-6 doesn't play around. In a world chasing speed, Up 844 reminds us, power, grace, and steam still have a story to tell. Meet the floating giant, leave her P995 pontoon excavator. With an arm stretching nearly 88 feet. That's like dunking a basketball from a skyscraper. Seriously, who's controlling this beast? The Senebogan 835M never went to school, but it sure knows how to teach a bus a lesson. With 120.000 pounds of crushing force. When your excavator's arm is longer than your weekend plans, this bad boy just poked a building into early retirement. That smiley car was having a good day, until it met a 600 HP shredder. Instant therapy session, crushed dreams, crunched fenders. Some sounds never fade, like the whistle of a steam engine echoing through time, carrying history on every wheel turn. With 250.000 pounds of crushing force, this thing turns muscle cars into metal lasagna. Rest in pieces, Pontiac. You had a good run. Meet the green claw. It doesn't just crush cars. It emotionally destroys them. With 47.000 pounds of rage, it grabs, flips, and smashes like a Hulk on caffeine. When the driver set the AC to lava mode. Think your Monday's bad? At least your ride didn't turn into a bonfire. Taking off time. Hold on to your hat, scarf, and pride. This Huey blasts wind like a turbo leaf blower on caffeine. With a 22 cubic yard bucket, this excavator scoops more than a school bus full of dirt in one bite. It's not digging holes, it's making small canyons for fun. Snow? Peeved. Gaz 66 eats it for breakfast. Well, not this time, but it's thinking about it. This Caterpillar D11 isn't a bulldozer, it's a ground-crushing dinosaur. Weighing 248.000 pounds, it could probably flatten your backyard and make you a new driveway in under 10 seconds. This rig thought it was hauling trees, not auditioning for a mud spa. With 80.000 pounds stuck like peanut butter in gravel, and guess what? It finally broke free. A urea train was crossing the river when, boom, the bridge gave up. 2 cars dropped in, and the fish? Probably loving the nutrient party. The engines? Escaped just 5 seconds early. It might look small, but this grab can scoop up 11.000 pounds of wet earth in a single bite. Enough to build a wall in seconds. The Komatsu D375A6 doesn't just bulldoze, it bulldominates. With 610 horsepower, it doesn't push rocks, it sends them running home to mama. Diamond ZDZH6000 with 1.050 HP doesn't chew, it inhales wood. Logs go in, mulch flies out, like a forest blender on monster mode. This train's so long, you wave at the front, grab lunch, and still have time to wave at the back. It's basically a land snake. Well, that escalated quickly. 1 second it's an Audi A4. The next it's a mobile barbecue. Who ordered the flaming grill to go? "155 miles per hour of airborne dominance. Huey wasn't just built to fly. It was born to command the skies. Classic military power, engineered with purpose." Here's the quirky-looking bucket chain dredger, scooping up 700 tons of sand per hour like a kid shoveling cereal. Seriously, how hungry is this thing? This isn't a boat, it's a flying sofa with turbo fans. Hitting 50 knots, it takes off like your weekend plans, fast and a little bumpy. A urea train was crossing the river when, boom, the bridge gave up. 2 cars dropped in, and the fish? Probably loving the nutrient party. The engines? Escaped just 5 seconds early. Here comes our trusty old friend, the legendary GAZ-66. Flexing 120 horses through knee-deep mud. Reminds me of our weekend road trips, messy but memorable, right? A 30 degrees turn, 88.000 pounds on the back, and the rear tires look ready to fly. He's cool as brunch, but will he make it this time? Not all endings are tragic. Some cars end so they can become part of something bigger, through an 80.000 pound squeeze from a lever claw. This train doesn't plow, it blends the snow. With an 11-foot spinning blade, it vaporizes 3.000 short tons of snow per minute, like strawberry soft serve on rails.